I've been meaning to do this video for a while. I know it's 2 something in the morning, but I've been putting off doing this video for a while now. I wanted to come on here and discuss some of the negative backlash that a upcoming Star Wars project that we are getting coming to Disney Plus in June is getting right now. Um, Recently, a couple weeks ago, we got our first look at, well, I should say our first teaser trailer for the upcoming Star Wars project coming to Disney Plus called Star Wars: The Acolyte. Um, we got our first teaser trailer for that. Um, yeah. For those of you that don't know much about this this show takes place 100 years before the Phantom Menace and all. So yeah, this is the last bit. These are the last few years of the golden age of the Jedi and the Republic. This is when the Jedi are at their highest peak. This is them still in their prime. Um, Still set in the High Republic era, but this is like towards the end of that era. I want to come on here and discuss some of the negative backlash real quick. I just want to start off by saying, yeah, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. All of you backlashing, hating, for no reason at all right now, people out there want to just bash and just complain about a project that has not even come out yet, and y'all are just tossing around empty accusations at this. Like, calling it woke, calling it garbage. Like, the project hasn't even come out yet. So, what are you basing your accusations on? Like, nothing. Like, your accusations are empty. Like, the project hasn't even come out yet, and you're already talking negative about it? Like, people, y'all are not the ones that do this. Y'all are not the ones in charge of making these projects, okay? Disney is the one that's in charge of making this. Alright? The creative people tied to these projects are the ones that are responsible for making these shows, okay? They're the ones who get paid. We're not. Y'all are not, okay? Y'all are not the producers, y'all are not the directors, so I don't know why y'all think it's okay to just bash and talk negative about a project that hasn't even come out yet. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what is so woke about it. Like, I just don't get it. I saw a comment the other day that said this looks like a cheap fan film. Like, does this teaser trailer, if y'all go and watch the teaser trailer for this and y'all tell me y'all's honest thoughts. Like, if y'all have already seen the trailer, for those of you that have already seen the trailer, does this look like something that would be made into a fan film? No, it doesn't. Like, the amount of budget that they put into this project, that they put into every single project that they make for this universe, there is no way at all that it has the budget of being a fan film. Like, I don't get it. Next thing you know, the cast is gonna get talked about negatively. All right, like I just don't get it. I really do not understand why the fan base for Star Wars has gone so far downhill with all the negativity. Like, look, guys, I get it. Star Wars has had some very rough patches lately in the last couple of years, okay? There's no doubt about that, okay? You will get no argument from me about that there. All right? It has definitely had some rough patches, all right? First off, I'm going to start by saying, yes, when the prequels were made, yes, those got a lot of backlash and a lot of hate, okay? For many, many unknown reasons, unbeknownst to us still to this day. Like, and even still to this day, I don't understand why they got so much hate, all right? But over the course of years, they've gotten better with age. They really have. Yeah. No. And look, when it comes to the sequel trilogy, look, I'm just gonna start off by saying this, okay? And y'all can have y'all's opinions on this. When it came to the sequel trilogy, when they started with The Force Awakens, Part 7, Episode 7, like, look, I will admit, there was some stuff in that movie that I felt was copied and pasted and just thrown in there. You know, there were a lot of elements from the original trilogy that I felt like they just copied and pasted from and just put it into this project. Now, however though, the storyline that they had set up, okay, from what I understood, was a lot different than what we got on screen. Now, don't get me wrong, what we got in The Force Awakens, I think was a pretty okay setup for these new characters that they were going to introduce. Okay? They had the right idea. They had the right mixture of things. You know. They had it. They had a thing going. But I don't think any of us truly realized what was really going on behind the scenes when Kathleen Kennedy got involved in this. Yeah, and we all know her reputation. Yeah, like I said, when they started with The Force Awakens, they had a good idea. They had a good setup for these characters that they were going to introduce. You know, from what I understood, Finn was eventually supposed to be a Jedi. You know, I really thought they were going to head in that direction with the film. And of course, I know they were going to introduce Rey. I knew they were going to introduce Rey. Yeah. But like I said, they had the right setup for these characters, and it was a good addition. It was a good start off for this new trilogy. I'm not gonna lie. You know, when it comes to The Force Awakens, I think that movie is a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, at the best. Okay, you know, it's not. It doesn't have. It doesn't have that same feel as episodes 1 through 6. Okay, it doesn't have that same feel as the Star Wars that we all knew and loved. Okay, it doesn't, but it's still a good addition to the universe. Now, however, for me and for a lot of people, I think we can all agree, this is where we got fucked big time. when it came to Part 8, when it came to The Last Jedi. Now, everybody can have their opinions about this, okay? When it came to The Last Jedi, and they put the man that we know as Rian Johnson in charge, let me tell you guys, the script that we were supposed to get and the story we were supposed to get for that movie was a hell of a lot better than what we got on screen, okay? And there are videos about what we were supposed to get for this sequel trilogy up online on YouTube, and you guys can go check it out. If I can find the videos, I will post the links up in my Instagram, and I will post the links up on my Facebook, up in the groups that I'm in. Yeah. So yeah, this is where we got fucked big time. All right. You had somebody come in and take over this project and completely wreck it. Just annihilate it, turn it into an absolute dumpster fire of garbage. And just give us I don't know how long this movie was, but an over 2-hour movie full of just absolutely just cringe, horrible dialogue, horrible writing, and just completely screw up the characters. Like, and then this is where they fucked up big time. They touched one of the greatest lovable characters ever in this universe and turned him into a depressed, grumpy old man. They completely fucked the character that is Luke Skywalker. Our beloved Luke Skywalker. And turned him into that. Turned him into an absolute grumpy, grumpy weirdo. Like, that is not Luke Skywalker, okay? That is not the Luke Skywalker that we know and love, okay? The Luke Skywalker that we know and love was an absolute badass. Okay? Not this right here that you give us on screen. And then they completely just completely slap and paste on the whole shit with Rey becoming a Jedi. That whole situation right there. Yeah, like I said, that movie right there was just an absolute mess. Like, that is where we got screwed over big time. Okay? And then this is where the line was drawn. Like, I don't even have the words to describe about how this one was handled. When it came to episode 9, when it came to the Rise of Skywalker, like, we had like this movie went through, like, I don't know what, like three different directors and a couple of scripts. Yeah. Apparently one of the directors, Colin Trevor, I think his name was, he had a great ass script for this movie, which would have made what we gotten on screen 10 times better. But no, they had to go and fuck us over again. Yeah. And at the end, they slapped the Skywalker name on Rey. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, look, there have been a few rough patches lately with Star Wars. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about that. Now, when it came to start making shows in the universe and setting them up within the timelines, now, I will admit, this is where it was slowly starting, the franchise itself was slowly starting to get back to the way it was. Um, when it started with The Mandalorian. Now that was handled very well and done by people that respect the franchise. Right? People like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Those two right there, those two are the gods of this right now. They are the only two that need to be trusted to handle this franchise. Nobody else needs to be handling this franchise right now except for them two. All right? They know what they're doing. Mandalorian Season 1, phenomenal. Mandalorian Season 2, out of this world. Out of this world. And then it came to making a spin-off show to The Mandalorian, showcasing our beloved bounty hunter, Boba Fett. Now, I will admit, the Boba Fett show, it kind of differed a little bit. It was kind of on the fence for a lot of everybody. Some people liked it, some people did not like it. I felt it was a little watered down, and it shouldn't have been watered down as much as it was. But overall, still a great miniseries. Good. Now, Mandalorian Season 3. Season 3 could have been handled a lot better. I felt like there were some episodes in there that just were not needed. It had a couple of story plots that were just unnecessary. But still a great season. Could have been just handled just a little bit better. Right. And now when it came to the Ahsoka series, now that is a good series. Of course, that one got a little bit of backlash too. Some people criticized it for many reasons, which of course I think some were valid and some were just not. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, like, look, guys, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I think we should honestly learn to not judge a book by its cover more and just wait for a product to come out before we judge, instead of just jumping on the social web and just blasting negativity all over the place about something before we even have a chance to see the finished product, and just go out and just, jumping on the web and making pointless accusations based on zero evidence whatsoever. So, yeah. Haters, learn to not judge a book by its cover, okay? Do better. I myself, personally, being a longtime fan of this franchise, yeah, I want to see the franchise get back to its peak just as much as the next guy. I do. But that can't happen if we, as the fan base, don't learn to not be patient. Like, trust the people that are in charge to handle this, okay? Trust them. They're the ones that work hard day and night to make this stuff happen for us as the fans. So, yeah, like I said, don't judge a book by its cover, and just wait for the finished product to come out before we start making accusations. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and make that video to address the negative backlash and everything.